material about employee motivation and behavior. But for that, let us introduce ourselves first. My name is Putu Jahra with student ID number 2207838.
My name is Muhammad Dafaradi with student ID number 2210356.
My name is Kiki Mariska with student ID number 2209342.
Hello guys, here I will discuss many things. The first is employee behavior. Employee behavior is a pattern of action by organization members that directly or indirectly after organizational effectiveness. This behavior is divided into three, namely performer behavior, corporate citizenship, and constructor behavior. The second is individual difference between employees. For this, as we all know, are different from other from example, physical and emotional difference from other employees. Next, personal in real life. In real life, it turns out that there are 5 major personality traits, namely agreeableness, conscientiousness, emotional extraversion, and openness. These 5 dimension are considered stable and represent the most fundamental personal traits. However, each person has a unique combination of these 5 traits that from a unique personal. Here I will also discuss emotional intelligence. It turns out that emotional intelligence friends are divided into self-awareness, managing emotional self-motivation, empathy, and social skill. Apart from the 5 emotional intelligence I mentioned, there are also other personal traits, namely locus of control, self-efficacy, authoritarism, maximalism, self-esteem, and a tendency to take risks. The subsequent discuss is about the principal attitude related to work. Attitude requests and expected in the work environment and affect employee perform and productive. Ability to work together in a team and contribution to a common goals. Then how is an attitude format? First, the value that we hold if we regard honest as an essential value. When we tend to have a honest perspective in doing some things. Second, our experience is that if we have experienced racial discrimination, we tend to have sensitive attitude toward racist issue and criminal. Third, our personal is that people who have extrovert personal tend to have an open mindset and are easy to get along with other people. In contrast, people we have introvert personal tend to be more introvert and tend to prefer to work alone. So what is that attitude structure? It turned out that attitude also system divided into cognitive effect and intention. In addition to the things mentioned, I will also discuss cognitive dissonance. Now, this is an internal conflict and occurs when there is a discrepancy between two or more before or a person behavior. This can cause feeling or discomfort or stress. Toward less discussion, namely regard attitudes related to work. The participation attitude relate to employed include job satisfaction and organization commitment. Job satisfaction is individual satisfaction with their work, include salary, work environment, and corporate policy. Meanwhile, organization commitment reference to the level of attachment and involvement of employees in their work organization, including loyal participation and involvement in administration active. Both these attitudes are important for improving employee performance and creating a productive and healthy work environment.
Okay, I will continue the presentation. This time I will discuss about matching jobs and individuals and strategy and technique to increase motivation. The first, matching jobs and individuals. In an organization or company, there are many individuals. Each individual must have different backgrounds, abilities, traits, attitudes, and others. Therefore, a manager must match the individual with their job. In that case, there are two main methods of understanding how this is matches. Among other things, there are psychological contract and job fitness. Let's discuss one by one. The first is psychological contract. The psychological contract is a set of expectations that employees and organizations have regarding what employees provide to the organization and what the organization provides in return. Psychological contracts are not like employment contracts. Psychological contracts are not written or explicit. Simply put, an employee must contribute to fulfilling their obligation in the psychological contract, and an organization or company must provide interest to fulfill the psychological contract. Employees' contributions can be through effort or ability, loyalty, skill, and competence. And the incentive that the organization provides can be in the form of salary, benefit, job security, status, promotion opportunity, and career opportunities. Psychological contract must be balanced and fair. If one of them feels there is injustice, then their party can make change. Second, individual suitability for work. Unique fit with work refers to the degree to which a person's contribution and the degree of organizational incentive match each other. Good individual job fit has a balance between the grades and the individuals make and the incentive that the organization provides. If this balance can be achieved, it will result in higher performance and a more positive attitude. Next, I will explain the strategies and technique to increase motivation. But before that, you must first listen to Puput explanation for the basic concept and theories of motivation.
Hello guys, at this time I will discuss about motivation. Talking about motivation, I think this will be something fun. So what are you waiting for? Let's talk about. Previously guys, do you know what motivation is? So motivation is several forces that encourage people to behave in a certain way. Because we are discussing material related to employee motivation, an employee may be motivated to work hard to produce as much production as possible. In contrast, other employees may be encouraged to make ends meet. Managers must understand these behavioral differences and the reasons behind them. Over the years, advances in theory and research have attempted to solve this motivation problem. At this time, we will examine some primary research and theories regarding employee motivation. In particular, we will focus on three approaches to human relations at work, which include classical theory, early behavioral theory, and contemporary explanation theory. The first is the classical theory. According to the classical approach or theory introduced by Frederick Taylor, which assumes that workers are only motivated by money. However, interestingly, Taylor also proposed a way for the company to make a profit jointly. Whereas when workers are motivated by money, Taylor says paying them higher will encourage them to do more. Meanwhile, companies that analyze jobs and find better ways for employees to do them to produce goods more cheaply, earn higher profits, and also be able to pay also motivate workers better than their competitors. The second is the theory of early behavior. This theory was discovered in the year 1925. In this theory, it turns out that there is a difference with the previous theory, namely the classical theory, where according to this theory, the productivity of workers will increase not seen from how much their wages are. It will, but what increases employee productivity is a particular concern which then creates a response to all management actions, namely the emergence of enthusiasm for work. In this theory, there are several models of motivation theory that we will try to find out again. Namely, first, the human research model, theory X and theory Y. In theory X, it is assumed that employees don't like work, is lazy, doesn't like responsibility, and must be forced to excel. While theory Y presupposes that employees want to work, try to be responsible, and can carry out self-direction. Now, where do you come in? Do we belong to theory X or theory Y? The second is the theory of the hierarchy of needs. Hence, Abraham Maslow first said this theory of requirements. Maslow said that humans have needs that are arranged in a hierarchical or multi-level manner, where the conditions are divided into five, namely, physiological needs, safety needs, social needs, the need for appreciation, and the need for self-actualization. According to Maslow, these needs must be met in stage to reach their highest needs. Because according to Maslow, it is almost impossible for humans to match their highest needs before completing the previous conditions. So, according to him, if the first need has been fulfilled, it will increase to the second need. And the third is the two-factor theory, said by Frederick Harrisburg. Why is it said to be a two-factor theory? There are two factors in the theory, of course. The first is the intrinsic factor, and the second is the extrinsic factor. So first, the inherent factor is related to job satisfaction or motivator factors. Compared to these, outside factors related to dissatisfaction are called hygiene factors. Okay guys, we are in the last discussion, namely contemporary motivation theory. If earlier we discussed classical theory and early behavioral theory, the next thing we will try to discuss contemporary theory. So there are several current theories or motivation, but two of them we will try to examine this time, namely the idea of expectation and theory of justice. The first is expectancy theory, which states that people are motivated to work to get the desired rewards. They believe that brands have reasonable opportunities or expectations to be achieved. And perhaps the rewards that are beyond their reach will not be selected even though these rewards are inherently optimistic. And the next theory is the equity theory or theory of justice. Adam coined this theory. So, what is the basis of the theory of justice? So, basically, humans always like the behavior of fair treatment. So, they are motivated to work better if they are treated fairly. They with other people's input and output ratios, and they question whether those ratios are the same, greater or less than the people they are comparing the professions. So, guys, it's all I can say. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.
As I said earlier, we will discuss technique to increase motivation. Why should employees' motivation be increased? Because in several studies, it is that the motivation affect improving employees' performance. So, how do you grow the motivation? Let's talk. The first is by strengthening or modifying behavior. Some companies try to control and even change or modify behavior to systematic rewards and punishment for certain behavior. Usually, managers define certain behavior employees what to exhibit and what they want to eliminate. For example, a company wants to have polite and disciplined employees. To modify it, managers use positive reinforcement, namely giving bonus to polite and disciplined employees. If there are employees who are not disciplined, the manager will providing punishment these employees, for example, in the form of cutting salaries. Giving this social learning will arise when someone observes the behavior of others and understand the risk. The second, use goals to motivate behavior. A system of up to up button collaborating goal setting. Managers will jointly set goals. They will learn more about company goals.
This will cause the feeling that employees are part of company. So, employees will try to give their best contribution.
Third, participatory management and empowerment. In participatory management and empowerment, employees are given choice about how they do their jobs and manage the company.
They are
Empowered to take greater responsibility for their work. This causes employees to more commit to organizational goals. Fourth, team structure. A team structure can help smaller and more flexible organizations to make discuss more quickly and effectively. Enrich communication within the company, encourage organization members to increase the feeling of employees to be part of the organization so that the performance and stratification of employees improve. 5. Job enrichment and job redesign. Job enrichment programs are designed to add one motivational factor for work activity. For example, a rotational program. Job redesign programs, namely reconstructing jobs to achieve a more precise fit between the employees and the job. Its application is usually through one of three ways, namely the combination of tasks, the formation of natural work groups, and the extensible work from center.
in an office in the morning. Two employees sit at a desk at each other's work. However, in a room, the boss was always secretly observed and saw a gap between the employees. Then the boss called one by one after them.
How, sir?
Puput, can you come to my room for a moment? Come in.
How, sir?
Hello, Puput. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Recently, I noticed that your coworker Kiki seems to have decreased her work performance. He often recalls that and does outdoor activities during working hours. Do you feel so?
To be honest, yes, sir. I also believe the report I requested has not been completed yet, so I had to finish it yesterday.
Yasmin, that's true. Thank you, Puput, for consisting giving your performance your best. This month, I will provide you with a bonus. Keep up the emphasis for your work.
Alright, sir. Thank you.
Okay, can you call Kiki?
Okay, sir. Sure.
Hmm.
Key. You were called by Mr. What's wrong? I don't know. Go there first. Okay.
Come in. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Lately, I have noticed that your work performance is declining. What is happened? Are you bored at work?
I'm sorry, sir. To be honest, lately I have been having problem outside, so maybe affect my work.
If you have problem outside, please solve them. Don't bring your concern to your work. I will give you 3 days for a rest to increase your work motivation. But in those 3 days, you don't have to change. I will give you punishment in the form of pay cut this month.
Fine, sir. I'm sorry. I will try to be professional again.
Fine, please continue your work today.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hey, Key. Why you look so sad? My work performance has decreased. I was give 3 days to be increase my work motivation. Otherwise, I will be punished. Oh my goodness, you have used your time. I think. Okay, Puput, thank you. Okay, Puput, you have to stay professional at work. You have to keep your spirits up. Take Kiki's mistake as a lesson.
Good.
So I just share your email. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Kiki.
Hi, Kiki. Hey, hi. Oh my god.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Pupu.
Good morning, Kiki.
Oh my God. I want to say thank you for your mister, for the opportunity you gave me yesterday. Now I will be back to my work. Fine.
You're welcome. All right. Please continue with your work.
Okay. Bye.